How much do you like what you play when you perform? See, this is the question. It's a very tricky topic because actually you should like what you play. Do you really enjoy what you play, or do you keep thinking, wow, this sucks, I did this wrong, sounds bad. This voice there, the mind telling you, this is wrong, this is that, you're out of compassion. This happens. So this is not only blocking your flow, but it's creating a pattern of habit of not accepting what you play. So I learned from Kenny Werner, I will post in the description his method because it's the only teacher that explains that we should not be unsatisfied with playing. When we play anything, even whatever we play, we have to, in the beginning he said we have to kind of brainwash ourselves that this is the most beautiful sound I have ever listened. Because if you start hating it, all what you do, or putting too many restrictions, could be better, this is wrong, I need to practice, I need that. This in the moment of performing, this is not the moment to say that. And then of course we are not liking what you play. If you like what, not narcissistically, I'm not saying that you are so narcissistic that say, yeah, I love what I do, you know. As soon as I do a note, I feel fantastic. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that how really, if you enjoy what you play or not, and then if you do not enjoy what you play, then there is a reason why. And then that reason maybe you are not addressing that to fix it. And why is that? There are many answers to that question, because some people really do not have the courage to follow a method, to follow a teacher, a specific method. And then of course they get nowhere. This is one reason. Other is that the habit is too much ingrained in the mind of censoring what you play, why you are playing. You just start doing all these substances that you start creating trouble just in your mind, especially when there is public listening. Isn't this thing? This is not when you are alone there. This is when you need to play for an audience or for others out, right? In the classes also happen, also in the lessons. Because people want to sometimes impress the teacher or do a better job, right? This is okay, but it should not be a thing that overwhelms your taste for music and for your liking what you do. That's probably one of the reasons why amateur people is playing much better nowadays than professionals, because they don't need to do it for a purpose of like a job or to get the approval of others. Especially if you become detached from getting approval from the others which are watching, people is watching you, and then you don't care much about what you care, but not too much, because if you say, what this guy will think, what this other guy will think, then that's bad. Because that makes you go under what you could do actually. If you think too much, you will not do it right. If you don't think and just go, and in this there are two categories of, at least in the students, and many levels in between, but I see two attitudes here. There are some guys are very cautious, and you know they are not negative or anything, but they are a bit doubtful, reasonably doubtful that what they are playing is right or enough good enough. And that is one thing. And then there are other guys who do not care and they just go. they just play and feel rather relaxed, especially if they have drink some beers or something, and then they get relaxed. This is the whole attraction of drinking alcohol or anything, because people get inhibited. And then this inhibition there, so if you are contracted, this is bad, right? So therefore, extreme points of not caring what other thing, like, I don't know, there have been great players like that also, like Jimi Hendrix, I don't know. He didn't care that someone is not liking his show or something, he just do what he's doing, and that's all. So this has enough power to get through the wall of this contracting yourself or creating a block yourself with your own mind. So actually we should learn to enjoy what we do, but if we don't never verify that what we are doing is right, for instance, because whatever you perform as much as you got command in your practice. These are two separate things. This, I said many times, but people need to listen this. If you want a good advice, I have many years playing guitar, and if you want to listen to something really valuable, get this differentiation clear between practice and playing. When you practice, you're practicing things that you don't have command yet. And when you play, then you should play only inside of what you can do, right? So then also, people sometimes try to play things which are too difficult for them at the moment. And then that also creates trouble, and it's not that they, of course everyone will say, I need to practice more. But guess what? No, this is not the point. Because in my lessons, I assign pieces of course we do technique, rhythm, repertoire. This repertoire thing, I give the students slightly challenging things that they can play. They have to be able to play it, but it should not also be too easy that they don't improve anything. So keep this balance there. And then also, of course, then the performance, chances are that it will be a cool thing, but it doesn't matter the level. Now don't think this is advanced, this is that. No, even from the beginner's thing. Because even if you do the simplest thing, but you do it right, then you may enjoy it. So, and that will produce the inspiration to do more. Right? But if you are hating what you do, then you ask yourself, why is this happening? Most of these problems have remedy when you follow a specific method. When you follow a teacher, this has a remedy, very easy remedy. It's a solution for that. That's why the teacher is there, to solution these problems. So, if you want to get rid of that, first of all, you have to know what is the obstacle. We said already what's the obstacle in practice, but in playing is this blocking yourself or hating what you do. You should not do that. You should love what you play, and love it not because of a schizophrenic perspective, which is unreal. I mean, objectively, it's not a subjective thing. It is also, but it is not something that only you think, because you record. For instance, my students again record the homeworks on video, on listed videos, and then they can see it is good or not. It's not good only. Okay, let's fix it. Let's improve this thing. How I can improve it? All these questions. This is what people cannot do alone. And therefore, I'm giving this coaching series in Skype for students. Because people is improving. This method works 120%. And if you try, you will experience how it works.
Luego que descubrí ahí la improvisación. La improvisación es algo que yo pienso que cada músico del estilo que sea, del clásico, del flamenco, de cualquier otra música, debería aprender, porque en la improvisación te da mucha libertad y a la vez te da mucho conocimiento de dónde estás tocando, de cómo estás tocando, de qué armonías están en cada momento, ¿no?
Muy bien. Pablo. Sí, Paco, ¿qué es para usted la música popular y qué es la música elitista?
Yo creo que la música elitista es el refinamiento de la música popular. Por ejemplo, el flamenco. El flamenco originalmente es una música popular, la música del pueblo de Andalucía. Pero creo que ya no le pertenece más al pueblo, porque de pronto habemos gente que nos hemos pasado toda una vida encerrados, puliendo esa expresión popular. Entonces ha llegado a un nivel en el que el pueblo ya no tiene acceso, sobre todo a los matices que vamos consiguiendo la gente como yo, que nos pasamos muchas horas elaborando esa música.